They were identical twins, Israel and David Abramovitz. To look at one was to see the other. They moved alike, they sounded alike. They were in every perceptible way each other's mirror. The brothers were two Reform rabbis, 36 years old, deeply rooted in their faith. Their father and both grandfathers before them were rabbis. They came from a long line of sacrifice and philanthropy. Their grandfather on their mother's side marched and bled with Martin Luther King, Jr. He'd even shared a cell with Ralph Abernathy in Mississippi the summer that Bull Connor declared open season on the Northern agitators. The twins had coal black hair and soft blue eyes. They were 5'11" and built like they knew their way around the gym. They resembled soap opera actors more than they did men of God. They contradicted the stereotypical image of Jewish holy men. They were by all accounts good men, both virtuous and humble. Like their father and grandfathers, they held on to the inherited belief that there was more light in man than darkness. They were hip, handsome, and highly respected. The mayor personally called them to help quell tensions that had been steadily escalating between the Hasidic community in Bensonhurst and Borough Park and outraged members of New York City's African-American community. The trouble had begun 2 weeks earlier when a group of angry Hasids chased a black teenager named Devin Timmons to his death after he sprayed graffiti on the side of a synagogue. When no one was indicted for the boy's death, the steady unrest left Borough Park feeling a lot like Ferguson, Missouri. Black Lives Matter echoed in pockets of New York day and night. There were protests and even small riots from do-or-die Bed-Stuy all the way up to money-making Manhattan and the boogie-down Bronx. The Abramovitz brothers went to some of the black churches and spoke directly to the congregants, pleading for peace. Even though most of the violence and riots had slowed, parts of New York still walked the thinnest of tightropes.